countdown. It's so perfect.
It's always a little countdown.
It's countdown always on. Here we go. It's the weekend. It's Mailbag. I am joined this week by Sam, Laura, and Connor. On this week's show, we've got coffee, retro football, iconic Everton players, Premier League punishments, getting away with it, wrong ends, robbery, humble pie, regret, sleeping in, sponsorships, and more. We'll kick off with this one from Chris, which I like. Coffee, how many a day? And are you a coffee snob? Sam, go
on. About 4 a day. I wouldn't say I'm a coffee snob, but I can't drink instant.
I'm there.
Yeah, it's like I'll drink any old crap that's just straight out of a cafetiere, as long as it isn't instant. And I used to be fine drinking instant until I got with my partner, and then he got me used to ground coffee and just never have anything nice because it just ruins everything else for you.
Yeah, that's fair enough. We were living life fine on Maxwell House for years, and then someone brought a cafetiere, and I was like, "Yeah, I can't have that shite now."
Yeah, it just tastes like paracetamol now to me.
Yeah, even if you get the fancy, instant stuff, it tastes like shite.
Yeah, makes me feel a bit sick.
These 4, when do you have them? All in the morning, or?
2 before I can move, and then 2 little bumps during the rest of the day. But my partner's got really severe ADHD, so he will have them at like 8, 9 o'clock at night, and we'll be on his 6th or 7th, and be tweaking. Yeah, it would be sort of tweaking and still just settle down and sleep immediately. But yeah. So not a coffee snob, but a certain type of coffee person, certainly now.
I'm exactly there with you. I have 2 basically in the morning.
Those 2 to get you going.
Yeah, pretty much. I get to a point at night as well where I'm kind of looking forward to getting up so I can have the coffee, which feels like feels almost like addicted. That I don't know. I'm not sure.
But it's okay if you're addicted because it's reasonably cheap and sustainable.
This is true. Yeah.
Like if you can afford it, it's okay to be addicted.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go housebreaking, am I, to fund my coffee habit? Unless I become a coffee snob and just get dead expensive stuff with like air presses and all that shit, then maybe I'll need to. So, yeah, maybe instant's just a gateway. Laura, any coffee snobbery?
I don't actually drink any hot drinks, so I don't do tea, coffee, anything. So I'm out of my depth. I do enjoy, like we went shopping the other night for our mate's birthday present, and we went into one of the home shops in Cheshire Oaks, and I do like looking at the coffee machines. I'm like, oh, that looks nice, but no use for it, but just like looking at it.
So you were on the kitchen counter.
You're a coffee shop without the coffee.
All the little tools like fascinate me because like I've got no use for them. So like I see all like the presses and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like videos pop up on like Twitter and like Instagram. I'm like, that's like the process of it is cool, but I'm never gonna drink it. So what's the fucking point?
Well, you could get one and make it for me.
No.
Yeah.
Or a nice iced coffee, maybe. No.
I love an iced coffee. I will say that. I wouldn't say I'm a coffee snob, but I do like nice coffee. And the amount I drink depends on where I am. So I've had 1 today, but if I was in the office, I'd have probably had about 4 because people just make them. Do you know what I mean? So like if I'm at home, I can get away with it. But also where my new office is now, I'm spoilt for choice for nice coffees as well. So yesterday I ended up having about 4 different coffees from nice little places. So yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a coffee snob, but I do like a nice coffee. I'm not quite Paddy Boylan. I'm just
no one is.
middle of the road. We'll deal with an instant coffee. Like we've got instant coffee in, haven't we? So I'll make do, but it's not my favourite.
I think Flusk is possibly the biggest coffee snob I know, because he always insists that you can't have the water boiling like fully. That's his thing. So it's like it's part boiled water, and he insists on this. But I don't know.
You've been prepping, haven't you, for work?
Yeah, prep mine.
Like an iced coffee, like is that? Yeah.
Prep it the day before.
Yeah.
That doesn't make me a coffee snob.
I don't know.
Just makes you really organised. Something I could never do. Right, Chris, there's all the coffee chat done, so we'll go on to football now. This was going to be the hot topic, if I thought of it before I actually put the hot topic up. So, if the Premier League did a retro weekend, what Everton kits would you use? I'm going with pre-2010, home and away. And what would you bring back from a bygone age of football? Laura and Connor, I'll go you first.
What? Because we've got the show and tell.
Yes, definitely.
I find this whole retro thing interesting because I was just scrolling on Instagram before, and someone had posted, can't remember who it was, a picture of an Everton shirt from the year we had the terrible badge.
Oh, yeah.
The Fisher Price badge, yeah. Someone posted that home shirt and was like, oh, retro Everton kit. And I was like, to me, that's not retro.
No.
It's not a retro kit. So
Even though it's nearly 15 years old.
I know. That's the scary thing, isn't it?
It's like, to me, that's not... No, they put vintage Everton shirt, and I thought, that's really not vintage, though.
What was it? Was it the Jelovich one with the big...
with the white, yeah.
Yeah, I like that kit.
I like that as a kit without that vile... Oh, no, sorry, it wasn't that one. Not the white.
Was it the rugby top?
The yellow...
What one?
Oh, my head's gone. Anyway, either way, it's not vintage. It's not retro.
Yeah, see, that's why I went pre-2010, because I thought that's a reasonable cut-off. 16 years.
I enjoyed that little added pre-2010.
Then what have you got?
And here's what we prepared earlier.
Yeah. So you've got two.
I picked.
So that the 98, 99 away, the white one with the Umbro down on the sleeves.
I love the Umbro down the sleeves.
I did enjoy them writing Umbro on the top for a time like that as well.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
That one was terrible for chafing, though.
I know.
Oh,
And then probably one of everyone's favourites.
97, 98 away.
Yeah, but I'd be very happy with sort of yellow away Everton kits if they do them right. Amber, yeah.
Yeah. Connor, what's yours?
So I've got this one, which is the all black Cajun one.
0203.
Yeah. That would be my away kit. I was trying to find if we were at home, because I've seen like La Liga side that some are home, some are away. So there's a mix. If we were at home, I'd have the 0708 shirt, which is it's not like an amazing design or anything. It takes me back to a really good time, of me remembering Everton. And it's just blue, little tiny yellow collar, a little tiny flick on there, and it's there's a white pattern down the side there.
Oh yeah, the Yakubu one.
Yeah.
Rocket. So it had the mad design, didn't it? Yeah.
It's not a tribal symbol, but may as well almost well be down the sides on either side there.
Yes.
I think I looked up the kits earlier, and it's probably that or the is it 10-11 one where it's the button up Lecoq.
Lecoq, yeah, with the little yellow little amber bit.
Yeah. So I think that three of my favourite ones from that season. So that one's the amber away one, which I would think of Chibi at West Brom on New Year's Day.
That one's around.
Yeah, with the black round collar, and then the third kit is a silver grey button up as well, which I think we only have
the grandad collar. I hate it.
That reminds me of Los Velios, that kit.
Yeah.
Chelsea away, yeah.
Yeah.
Scored, yeah.
They were a weird material as well, weren't they?
They were. I literally felt them earlier when we were talking about this, and I was like, "That's so weird compared to now."
We should have just brought the entire thing down.
We could have done this upstairs in the changing room, but yeah,
changing room. Who are we?
Walking wardrobe.
It's walking wardrobe, as if it's not just a rack of football shirts. But yeah, the black one there, I think I sent a photo of it earlier. It was it's Rooney away Blackburn for me. For everyone else, it's a dead horrible fitting kit, but for him, it's dead loose. He's got he's got his socks halfway up, his shorts a little bit back, and it's that's cool.
Yeah, because that was that mad little period, wasn't it? I think was it Kappa. The Kappa introduced the really skin tight kits, didn't he? After the 90s, where the kits were billowing and everyone would just get the shirt pulled everywhere. It was there was a couple of seasons with kits that you couldn't pull the shirts because they were skin tight. That was one of them, wasn't it?
It was the first true fit design or material. but some of them,
The
some of
material's
them,
so thick as well.
I was going to say the material's so thick and feels horrible on some of them.
Yeah. No, good choices. Laura, have you got a home one?
I didn't actually pick a home one. My God, we are the kings of Goodison. We play in royal blue, don't we? Bloody hell.
Have a think. I'll come back. Sam, what have you got?
I do like the Lecoq kits that you just mentioned, the sort of circa 2010 ones. But I said this on Mailbag before, and it's majoritively because they were like the comfiest things to sleep in. It was like being coated in silk. It was delicious. I think you go a long way to beat the salmon and navy away, which is slightly before my time, but it's just so classic.
Yeah.
And I did really like the Danker home kits as well as the. I mean that was double-edged because when you were a child, that did change to wanker quite easily, didn't it?
Oh God, yeah.
But
Yeah,
apart from that, I was very keen.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. It was the same. I think every school would have been the same, no matter how old as well. Because I was like, what? God, I was in sixth form then, so I wasn't even in school, and it was the same. What did I have for this? I'll tell you what. We'll go. Good times said the 94-95 Danker home, and the 07-08 Navy third, and the 98-99 yellow third. Then remember this. They said they bring back players booting the balls into the air as Z-Car plays in full as they come out of the tunnel. Do you remember that? When he used to run up the tunnel and just volley balls that high into the air. Don't know why that stopped.
Yeah.
Health and safety's gone
mad. Dave P said the white 98-99 away. John said the 92 salmon and navy. And what he'd bring back is 3 subs maximum, which I think is a hell of a shout. Because there's just too many subs now. And he also asked, what about Dixie the mascot? Kill it with fire. Never, ever bring that back. That's
Everton chocolate era as well. That was the first thing that came into my head was Everton chocolate.
Yeah. Yeah. Walk out with a bar of Everton chocolate and an Evertonian under your arm. The paper, I mean, not like a person. Yeah.
Bring that back, by the way.
Yeah, definitely.
I missed the Evertonian.
Any retro football stuff you bring back?
The offside rule.
Yeah.
Just being the offside rule, yeah.
Just stop overcomplicating everything.
Yeah.
Fuck off. But I do have my shirts now. Home ones.
Oh, yes, the Star Trek colour. Look at the difference in colour of those, though. So this is the 98-99 and 97-98 kit, and they're completely different colours.
It is mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
I hated
that 98-99 kit, 97-98 kit at first. I like it now, though.
This one?
Yeah, I didn't like that at first.
I think it's nicer as like a more of a like fashion piece than it is a
footy kit.
Yeah.
To be honest.
It also just reminds me of John Oster as well.
It was the one they put the trim on upside down, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different to the shorts, and then they have to change it. Never change it.
That.
Yeah. So mine, I think I'd go with being dead bored in the 1970 home kit. So just plain blue with a white collar, white round neck, white shorts and white socks, no trim. I don't like that. As John went with the salmon pink, I'll go with the 85-86 white kit, which I think we only wore against Shrewsbury in the cup. So there are very few, if any, pictures of it. But it was basically like the 86 kit, but completely white. It was so nice. It was really good. So yeah, I'll go with that, I think. Things to bring back. I was going to say hooliganism, but I don't think I will after last week's events. I might shelve that one for now. Yeah, I think offside's a good shout.
Kick for the Caribbean.
Yeah, none of these signed shirts. We want to win a 4th KA or a holiday.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Kick for the
Caribbean. When you win a signed Everton shirt, great.
I know. I'm going to hit it 3 times to win one. Shocking. Dave, now.
The Goodison scoreboard as well.
With the proper
the
clap.
Yeah, and the goal.
Proper pit, like the pit. Oh,
yeah.
God. I used to take a picture of that every week. By the way, well, I say every week when we won, and I'd post it on Facebook, like Everton 3, Man United 0. Sado.
That'd be really sad with VAR, though, wouldn't it? Like that is such a celebration to have chalked off.
Yeah.
Yes.
You had
Yeah,
someone
I think that would work now with VAR. Like we'd have to
Just
have like a
boo.
VAR like bouncing on the screen, like.
It could be like the DVD thing where it's bouncing.
Yeah.
Who remembers?
Yeah, bring back the scoreboard. They could do it on the big screen.
They could. I've said like on a retro day. Remember you used to do
Yeah.
retro day at Goodison?
Yeah.
Do
And
we
like,
not still do that?
no, they haven't done it for a while. They should do it, and you know who should do the graphics for it.
Yeah, definitely. Right, Dave's asked, as Laura is on the show this week. Oh, that's not right. Hold on. I've done the ticker wrong. My apologies. Anyway, as Laura is on the show this week, what is your favourite iconic Everton photo of all time? His is Southall sitting at the post versus Leeds. Sam, what's yours?
Oh, this might be too long ago for Laura. Until I see her, I always forget, oh, Laura's really young.
Fabulous.
You know the Kanchelskis derby where there's a steward in the cop end
Oh, yeah.
Which photo you mean? Yeah.
leaping up and celebrating. I think you go a long way to beat that.
Yeah. That links us nicely to a question we're coming on to later as well. But yeah, that's a good shout. Laura?
So I've been trying to find the picture since we started recording. It's a photographer I know, but it's an iconic picture. A little Everton fan, little kid in the family.
Stood on the wall.
Stood on the wall.
Yeah, screaming.
And I can't find it now. Everton kid screaming.
What year was that?
What?
What year was that?
2011.
God.
He's a grown-up now.
Yeah, exactly.
He's probably bald by now.
Was it 2011? It's either the final Moyes season or one of the three Martinez seasons.
I think it was the Martinez season. Why can't I find this picture?
Yeah, he's
the first Martinez season,
Yeah,
actually.
it is.
he's all grown up now. Crazy. Not having that. Yeah. Oh God, yeah, it's the rugby top, isn't it? He's wearing, yeah. Connor, what's yours?
Class.
It's cliche.
Is it one of mine?
No. It's either the Ferguson choking Stefan Freund.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've gone for obvious ones. It's
I know.
more fun if you go for the
I know.
niche.
It's that one. There's the Pyleon at Goodison after the Carsley derby. To
Yes.
feel like everyone sold some sort of tat with that on at that point. And every time I'd go to like my mates who were Blues, like that would be on the wall. Like you couldn't escape it anywhere around Kirby. That was on the wall somewhere. And then beyond that, your Ancelotti one's quite good, obviously.
It's quite good.
Even before like I realised it was obviously a good photo. And then I'm trying to think of.
He's trying to be so good.
No, it's weird, right? It's not. It's weird. There's one, and I think Paul Daly took it of like Lukaku coming off.
He
at Goodison.
cannot be getting that ahead of me.
Really? I haven't
It's
seen
in,
it.
It's in like the top belt, and Lukaku is in the centre circle by himself. It's just like, going back obviously a while, and I just remember I think he tweeted like the king in his castle or something. I was like, not like the
I
most
feel like I remember
amazing quality photo. Like at the time, like he's like our best player, my favourite player. I'm like, that's sick. That.
Yeah, that sounds class. I haven't seen that. I'll have to ask him about that.
I like the one that I took of that Everton Nam.
Yeah, and then the
That
woman
was- yeah.
woman stood outside Goodison having a ciggy, which everyone's like she's actually 15, despite the fact the worst patter possible.
Yeah.
I took a belter of my dad and the kids years ago when we got our first half season tickets, and they're all just sat back of the lower Bullens. None of them know I'm taking it. So they're all just looking different ways. And there's no one else there. There's just like rows of like the wooden seats with them three sat there. It looks that good. But I think my favourite one ever has got to be
This one.
Nice.
that one. Yeah.
I actually now think that home kit is my answer.
Oh yeah, that is a belter. That
Blue
one.
colour.
Yeah. 2002.
2-3, you know.
Yeah. My favourite one's Alan Ball and Harry Catterick outside the Old Main Stand.
The big sign.
Yeah, football club. Yeah. Oh,
I love that.
Amazing. Right. We've got a couple on the Premier League tickling Chelsea's belly now. So Ian has asked, everyone okay?
Yeah, why?
Ian likes to check on our welfare before anything.
I thought you meant like you were doing a mid-record like welfare check.
No, it's Ian just likes to make sure we're all good. Do we all still think the Premier League is making up to go along after the Chelsea piss poor punishment this week?
Yeah,
it's very nuanced. It's bordering on red hot soccer chat, but let's go. Connor, go ahead.
Did anyone expect anything differently? Same with like the City thing that rumbles on every time I hear someone mention 115 charges. I'm like, you're all like, you know what's coming. I don't know why you working yourself up otherwise. Like, you all know what's coming. We were going to be the basket case that got sent down because of the Premier League, and we survived. And
so what's the point?
We're all going to have our chip on our shoulder for the next forever.
Yeah.
Everyone else gets a tickle on the belly, as we say. Like, it'll be. Just don't expect anything. Bring your expectations down, and you'll always be fine.
Definitely, yeah. Always going low.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? I feel like we're sitting here now, and I'm thinking back to all of that went on, and I'm like, that doesn't feel like it was real, you know? None of that like situation just doesn't make any sense.
Gone as well. It's sort of like that points deduction season. If that points deduction would have happened any other season, either side of it,
we're gone. 100%.
Have you been in the shit this season? Like on the points total we were up to, sort of, halfway through March, in a couple of those seasons, we'd probably be in the relegation zone for the best part of the season. We might pull out of it, but it would be horrible. Yeah. So it feels like every season, weirdly, we just did enough at the right time.
Yeah.
Because obviously we're gargantuan. That's what it is.
They'll never take us alive.
Absolutely not. They must still be scratching their head at the Premier League. How the fuck we haven't gone down?
They're defo human, aren't
they? Oh yeah, our kid sent me a thing last night. Like, we were out and I didn't see it until this morning. But he sent me like the relegation table from that season, and he's like, I feel sick every time I see this because it's just after the points deduction, which is about 2 years ago soon.
Yeah.
After Palace,
yeah. So it's about 2 years ago, maybe in a week or so. Since the
Are you just marking it based off when me and you got together?
No, I know. I
can't remember that.
I know me shit. And I just, every time, as you say, like any other season, we'd have dropped and we'd have been dead and we'd be in League One by now.
Yeah.
But it was at the right time, weirdly enough, that we were able to rally. Like, I look at Spurs at the minute, and I've seen that they're doing, obviously not a point deduction, but they're the shit. They're doing like a coach welcoming rally thing this weekend, like, oh, sing for Spurs and that, and I'm like,
sing for Spurs, they deserve to go down for that alone.
and it's like, hang on, you're all now just copying what we did because it worked for us, but I just don't think anyone else has got the minerals to do what we did.
No. I don't. There's no way that Spurs fan base are like
gonna prepare to pick up a dog outside Seven Sisters Station, aren't they?
See, the good thing about Spurs, though, is, I mean, we are like sort of elite level booers, but then booing the team back onto the pitch at half time was like, that was next. I don't even think we've ever done that. That was incredible. So fair play to them for that. Sam, Chelsea, all that shite, what do you think?
It's just really, I don't know if I did expect different, but I hope for different. I hope to be sort of proved wrong. It just feels so nakedly corrupt now.
Yeah.
That for the kind of heritage top six to just get this waved away. I wanted this to be harsher. I wanted it to make more sense than it does, and it's just really embarrassing. I'm low-key fuming.
Yeah. It's a conflict of interest really for the Premier League, isn't it? Because they've like nailed the colours to the mast, haven't they? Where a few years ago they said we can't have another Leicester City. That can't happen again. Which kind of went under the radar, but is a really, really bad thing to say for a sporting competition. And also they trade on teams like Chelsea, like you said, the legacy top six or whatever the fuck. It's like any of those teams are in trouble, they're probably going to rally around them in some way. And I just feel like
there's a Thundercats thing in the sky going, Chelsea are in trouble.
Just look at the
us to the right.
Richard Masters would definitely be snarf, wouldn't he? Definitely.
Oh.
Yeah, Yeah,
I always just think back to the Super League, like they should have all been expunged and expelled at that point. Like the rules stated they should have been kicked out and all that. But nothing ever happened. It was like, oh yeah, come back in, because as you say, they need them. The Premier League Summer Series going to America, they send one of them every year or so. Like the Reds are having the worst season in forever, according to them, and they're going this summer. Chelsea and not Chelsea. United went last season, they were shite. Chelsea went the year before, and they've been shite. It's like you're just never going to get rid of them.
Yeah, do you know what? I think the only people who were really like desperate for them to go was us and Villa.
I remember that
we saw a chance there, didn't we?
That night of the Super League like coming out, I remember sitting like texting my mates, being like, "Oh my god, we're going to be in the Champions League and we'll essentially be second." And I was just sat there like buzzing that we were going to realistically we should have been in Europe, and we weren't. And after that, I'm like, "Oh fuck it, it what it is."
It was right there. On a similar note, Matt has asked, in light of Chelsea's punishment, in scare quotes, name a time you messed up and got away with it. Laura, go on.
Don't think I can say anything live on air.
What about a time a friend messed up and got away with it, maybe?
Oh, good timing on that one. What the friend messed up and got away with it. Jesus Christ. No, none of them listened to this, so I could.
I mean, the friend was in scare quotes, by the way, as well. But
it's one of them. Like you mess up every day and get away with it sometimes. Like
me?
No,
fucking
like people in general.
I don't know. When have I messed up and gotten away with it? I actually don't know. Like, I don't think my anxiety could. Well, I have obviously messed up and made mistakes and stuff.
My best example of this, and I think I've used it before on air, is when I crashed the entire Money Supermarket website on a Friday night.
That's a good one.
I regularly think about this.
So that is my one for anything, the biggest fuck up ever I think I've ever done.
And it turned out everyone had done it at some point.
Yeah, basically because the CMS was like so old and decrepit, it was like, yeah, we've all done this. All you had to do was put in one field wrong and the whole site went. So yeah, that's definitely mine.
I've got Connor's just like told me my one, to be fair. So when I did the documentary with Rob Sloman on Goodbye to Goodison, I'd been photographing in the new place for like an entire day?
2 days.
Yeah, 2 days of photographing.
Before it was, while it was still being built. It was after the second test event.
It was about May, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was May. And I was told I can post the photos once the documentary goes live. So I was like, sound, didn't know when that was going to happen. And then when I saw that the documentary was live, I was like, all right, then I'm fine to post some pictures. And then I end up with a phone call and a telling off, didn't I?
And multiple emails.
And like, you shouldn't have posted that. It's now on the directors have seen it and they don't and I was like, oh, right, do you want me to delete it then? They were like, no, it can stay up, but just like, don't post anymore. But once the ground is open to the public and we have our first match there, post whatever you want. And I was like, this is a bit weird. And then the other time, that was one telling off from the club. And then a few months later, I got another telling off when I did the Premier League stuff. And I posted a picture on Twitter of me walking out the tunnel, holding a microphone, by the way, in like trousers and a jumper. So I'm not obviously about to go and play football. And I posted on Twitter, what was it? I can play left back or right back.
Keep an eye out for like a new right back or something.
It was like, oh no, I'm available to play right back on Sunday, whenever it was we played Brighton. And like, I think I'd probably not even gotten home yet from doing that. And I'd had an email from the club saying, we need you to delete your post. And I was like, which one? What? Like, what's going on? And he was like, I believe it's one about you playing right back. And I was like, who's believing that I'm playing right back on Sunday? Like, that's just not like, obviously I'm not playing right back. So it was, I still to this day don't know what the club's problem was with it.
Was Nathan Patterson crying into his iron brew or something?
Obviously thought I was getting the nod ahead of him, and God forbid that happened. I mean, I don't know who's worse, probably me or him.
That's really quite touchy from the club, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crazy. Dan, what have you got?
Sorry, I was just...
I Caught you at a bad time there.
This is genuinely a mate, genuinely not me, who on a tender form put the decimal place in the wrong place.
Oh,
Yeah.
it wasn't Gerard Deulofeu getting sold, was it?
Probably not. But yeah, so it made it look like they could tender for this contract for like 0.00 decimal places fewer than they could actually do it. Yeah.
How did that pan out then?
I mean, they couldn't do it for that, so it didn't.
Right.
It didn't happen. But obviously, the whole tender process was a complete waste of time. He did keep his job, actually. I think it's pretty good rule of thumb that you've got one. Which, if you've got an established job, I think you can make one really, really massive fuck up, but you can't make a second.
Yeah.
But I've always tried to keep that in mind when I've made a lesser error. I've got loads of mistakes, but none I've got away with.
So you're basically like Lucas Levy was for the Reds, where you just make loads of fouls, but you wouldn't get booked.
Yeah.
Good analogy.
You're still waiting for that big one, though.
Yeah.
Connor?
I don't know. I can't think of anything recent. The one I keep, like, since you've said this question, the one I keep going back to is like, I was on holiday once with my nan and granddad, like 20 years ago in Pontons in like Southport, and we were playing footy like outside the rooms and stuff. I ended up like smashing a volley through a window, and I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a superb volley.
Hit it sweetly.
Never hit anything better in my life since that day, and I blame someone else, and like they're like, yeah, that's fine. Like we were playing with, like, yeah, that's fine. And then like
I've got a full list of those.
That's like ring security, and they're like, who did this? And it was like, well, it wasn't fucking me. got away. They like boarded up the window. And that's literally the weirdest one that I keep coming back to is that.
That is not so. Someone was just happy to take the rap for it.
Yeah, someone else just like, yeah, go ahead. I did it because he was obviously older than me. Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair play to him.
We got loads of them.
Yeah, that's like, as you say, I think if I stew on something, I'll not sleep for a week.
Yeah.
So that one just keep coming back. I'm like, yeah.
My cousin broke the lights in my mum and dad's house with like a tea towel. We were obviously kids, and he was like hitting my brother with this tea towel. He like smashed it up in the air, smashed this light, and then blamed my brother. And my brother was all like crying and like, it wasn't me. And me and my cousin were like, well, it fucking was.
Ganged up on him, pulled drag.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah, I smashed a window once when I was about 8 and just stood in the street and cried, and everyone else liked it.
Oh no.
I know. I just stood there and burst out crying. What a sap. Jesus. Right, we'll move on. Chris has asked another topical question. Ever sat in the wrong end at the match? How hideous was it? Sam, ever been in the wrong end?
Yeah, Newcastle.
Oh,
It was.
Okay.
It was better than not going, I suppose. But obviously, you've just got to. If you're smart and if you're a good person, I reckon you just sit there and you shut up.
Yeah.
You wear nothing identifiable and you sit there and you shut up. So it could have been worse, but also, I wouldn't be in a rush to do it again. We're going to get loads of these videos now, aren't we? Of people sat in the wrong end, and it's just going to be tedious.
Yes. And the thing is as well, it's like players have always been given tickets, and players have always given tickets to the family and the mates, and the club always gives tickets to former players. The fact that this has become such a massive issue is just ridiculous.
We'll buzz off seeing like Jermaine Beckford at Newcastle away, don't we? Like,
Tony Hibbert.
He's not got credits.
Oh yeah. Was he at Bournemouth twice in a week? Was he? Fuck. No chance.
Bournemouth twice in a week? Well, they're not coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's daft. It's obviously, like Matt said on the byline, in a very, very professional intro, I thought, to the byline, where it was like, we're not going to comment on this because it's still a police ongoing investigation. I just thought, I'm not touching this because I just don't want to go near it at all anyway. Connor, have you sat in the wrong end of the match?
No,
Yeah, we have.
Where?
Burnley?
There wasn't an Everton game, though, was there?
No, that's true.
Yeah, we went to Burnley versus Arsenal a few years ago, and Burnley got beat 5-0. And it was when we were down there, and like we were obviously like
We were
quietly,
laughing,
we were laughing our heads off, like quietly celebrating the Burnley goal, the Arsenal goals. Like one of the Burnley fans fronted the Arsenal media team, and this fellow's the Arsenal media fella like 6'5".
And Connor is sat there like hiding, like, ah!
I mean, like
this Arsenal media fella stood up and he was like towering over.
You wouldn't mess with him anyway.
Did he kick off on him while he was sat down?
Yeah,
that's a big mistake. That
you're the away team, your guest. We've invited you here. No, you're having the Premier League have scheduled this game to go out this day. Piss off.
It's not a fucking wedding invite or something.
Like he was kicking off like the fella doing the tweets, and it was like, this is weird. The only time I've done it for Everton
but the media team were laughing.
Yeah.
Which they could have been laughing about anything.
Yeah. The only time I've done it for Everton was when they used to open the Bullens, like the away end of the away team in Europe, never sold enough. So I remember sitting under the AEK Larissa fans, and like they were in the upper of the Bullens, and we had like the lower.
That would never happen, no.
No, it wouldn't.
In the Premier League, they did it the other way around, because I remember being.
I remember sitting above the Stoke fans one year. And anyway, that's the only like close I've been. I remember they were like banging, like they were making noise all night and like banging. I remember saying to me that like, is that roof gonna fall in? I think they were just non-stop. But I've never actually done it. We almost did it for Burnley on Boxing Day, didn't we? But we
ended up we were in the away end.
Yeah, ended up in the away end.
And then I got some shit for that.
But then I've never done it.
No.
Apart from like media stuff, I've never done it.
What was yours?
Most recent was Fulham, wasn't it, with the Guinness?
Oh yeah, last year.
And we won 3-1.
Fulham doesn't count because they're just the nicest people.
It was absolutely delightful, I have to say. Jolly good show, everyone.
Oh God, they are.
Fantastic.
They're just basically rugby fans at a football match. So keen to do it untrue.
We've done it at City and United as well.
Oh yeah, you did it at United the other year in the kickoff and we got beat.
Oh yeah, we were on a table with me and my brother. We'd done some hospitality thing. And it had been a close game. We lost 2-0. We didn't.
It was like the Tarkovsky.
We didn't.
Smacked Tarkovsky in the back and winning after about 5
We didn't
minutes.
deserve to. We didn't deserve that scoreline. To be fair, story. Yeah. But me and my brother had been in one of the hospitality things, and they knew we were Everton fans because they'd let me read out the team before kickoff.
Oh.
How cute! I was doing the whole and in goal number 1, Jordan. And it's only my brother going. But the fellas who we sat on our table with were obviously United fans, and they were like, you know, when they're just like being dead condescending and like, oh, you know, you done so well there, like you're so good. I was just like, you're pissing me off. Like, shut the fuck. Like, they were really like condescending, and my brother was like, we're only here for the chocolate fountain. Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
They have an infinity pool, didn't they, Fulham?
Oh, this was at United, but Fulham.
Yeah, Fulham got it on the roof, haven't they? On the roof of the main stand.
Yeah,
I think it's still getting done. Can't remember. I was last there in the summer, and they were talking about it then. I did a presentation at Fulham, didn't I? But yeah, that's a lovely day out in the sunshine, Fulham.
Oh, Fulham, best away.
Like it was was it May last year I went?
It was like the second
last game of the season.
Second last away game. We won.
And it was 3-1, yeah. And because I was sat like right next to the subs bench, and I was right behind the VAR screen, and it was just very funny. Like the decision went our way, and all the Fulham fans around me just trying to be angry was hysterical.
It doesn't suit them at all, does it? Not very become for a Fulham fan to be angry.
No, like full time, and we'd won 3-1, and the away end bouncing, and I was just there like, what? I was like, I want to be in there. So I'd like gone all the way to the end, like where like next to the away fans, just to like watch them all having a great time. And then went out in London for a little bit in the sunshine, which was nice.
And it's even in winter, get a nice crisp day on the Thames. It's lovely. My only one of these was, I've said it before, the Annie Road in '96 when 95. I think when Dave Watson scored and Ian Rush scored 9 seconds later. That was horrible. So we'll move on from that because I don't like to think about it too much. Dan has asked, with what happened at AFCON, mental, by the way. I thought that was a wind up when I first saw it this week. Have you ever won something only for it to be taken off you soon after? Sam?
No, I think I have kept everything that I've won, but this is extraordinary circumstances, isn't it? This is have they said that they forfeited by going off the field?
Because they walked off, yeah. But surely you can only forfeit on the day if you actually play the match and see it through. Surely that's like the forfeit's been forfeited.
Think, yeah, you absolutely think. It did remind me of my sister used to be dead good at shot put, and at a county level, she was like the best girl at shot put. And it just reminded me we really hadn't raised her for a kind of sporting fairness and love of the game perspective, because as soon as there was someone who was better than her, she was like, I'm not going back. So someone better than me now, no point. They'll just win it every week because they're better than me. I'm like, oh yeah, we didn't raise you sporting in that respect. Oh yeah.
It's absolutely not about the taking part, so I'm not going back.
No, not about the taking, just all about the winning, or otherwise don't show up.
I take it she's not a toppie like you then.
She is.
Oh my god. Wow.
But maybe she just had enough of the losing on her sort of leisure time.
Oh yeah, maybe, yeah.
I think you can only take so much. Because I've got a baby nephew now, and she's in a mixed marriage, so we're not allowed to influence the child at all with football stuff.
Oh no, are they doing the wait and see thing?
They're doing the wait and see.
Is she not just being on the sly and just being like,
I hope so.
feeding the baby evidence and stuff like that?
Well, I hope she's doing it on the quiet, but she's enforcing it with the rest of us. It's really painful.
Fingers crossed for that one, though, because I can't really think of anything worse. It'd be pretty horrific, that.
It's really going to hurt. It's really going to kill me.
Laura, Connor?
The only thing I can think of is when I was playing football back in the day for Irby, our team and another team were always like up against each other to win the league and the cup and stuff like that. And there was one season where it was like really close with the league, and I'd scored a goal at Vicky Park, and the referee had determined the ball had not gone over the line, but there was like multiple people who were on the line who said it was well over the line, and it was a fucking brilliant finish. And I've never gotten over it, and I was probably about 12. Fuming. I think we still won the league though, but it was like we would have been like, I think we drew that game, but if we'd have won that game, we'd have won like every game that season. So,
Man.
Not happy. I don't think I've won something and then had it taken off me, but it's all absolutely fucking mad, isn't it?
Oh, crazy. It's not the reputation of African football any good at all. No. Particularly when everyone was looking at Morocco going, yeah, they're trying to buy the tournament here.
It's insane. But like also, we're not losing two of our best players for all those games for them to then just go, actually, you know what, lads, you're not having it. No chance.
You know what? I do hope Adam Asney was giving it large last week. Yeah. To be honest. He took a fair bit of shit.
He did, and he posted something on Twitter. I can't think of anything, but I have seen the Guinea have appealed this now on the 1976 AFCON final.
1976. Are they crawling back?
Genuinely, there's teams now going back through it because apparently Morocco stormed off when they were getting beat 1-0, and Guinea would win the tournament but finish runners up because Morocco ended up getting a point or something. So Guinea have like appealed that, saying they want that 1976 final instated as their win.
Why don't they just roll the players back out from that game and get them to play again now?
I was thinking that we should do that with the 1984 Milk Cup final.
That'd be sensational, wouldn't it?
0-0. Alan Hansen clearly handballs it. Let's play it again, but with the players.
I would pay to go and see that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
what cup final was it? Did that a few years ago. Did about 20 years ago on Sky. And it was like Everton legends versus like Liverpool legends in a cup final. And we had Lineker up front, and he went off like 5 seconds, like injured. Like they were replaying it at Anfield.
Yeah, no, there's going to be like prerequisites to it. They've got to have like a year of training in advance.
No,
something like that.
You say
all of them would be absolutely fucked.
But just
you're
saying
not, you're not getting Peter Reid back for a year of training before a game now.
It's
You can coax them with some alcohol.
Just this weird, like it was a game. It was played on Sky, and it was like Everton versus Liverpool, like legends.
Were you not watching like Masters?
No, it was played at Anfield, and we got beat like 3 or 4-0.
Well, obviously,
Lineker took the kick off for Everton and then went off injured because he hadn't been.
You dreamt this?
No,
it does sound a little bit like a fever dream to me. I'm not gonna lie.
It's definitely a very realistic possibility. Though,
I'm gonna find it. And
the only thing I've got is like the reverse of this, which we did with Hoylake. So during COVID, the league was truncated. She just played everyone once, and our under-17, there was an under-16s team in there, and they were battering everyone. So the goal difference was mad, and I think coming into the final game, they were 6 points ahead of us or something like that, and we had to play them on the final game. I think they had a cup final coming up, so they just forfeited the game, thinking we're 6 points clear. Our goal difference is mega, we're sound, but it actually went on head-to-head. So because we beat them, there was no goal difference. We just finished above them. I think we must have been 3 points behind or something. Yeah, we were 3 points behind. So we got the 3 points for the game. But because there was no goal difference, we were on exactly the same points. But we finished above them on head-to-head and won the league.
I've just thought of one from school, swimming gala. I won it, but we had like 3 Lauras in our class. And they gave it to a different Laura, and I was too like shy at the time. So I went home and was like, "Mom, I didn't won," and then they gave it to a different Laura.
This different Laura accepted it.
Yeah, she was a bitch. She was a fucking bitch.
I hope she stood on Lego for the rest of her life.
Yeah, so I was fuming, and then got the sort of accolades after. So I got to move up my swimming group to the top tier. She got kicked down.
Yeah, got this Laura needs sorting out.
Yeah, insane.
Right, we'll move on to a bit of Jimmy Bidston chat. Liam Fitz. I searched James Garner this morning to check the in call. It was true. And there were loads of old tweets from Everton fans slating him. Don't need old ones, mate. When have you been made to eat humble pie? Just on James Garner quickly, I am fully expecting a good old-fashioned Nick Barmby from him at some point. I'm not going to lie. I can see it coming. Don't know if anyone's got any thoughts on that.
I sort of clipped it, like he confirmed like he was a Red growing up, and I was like, fucking hell.
Did you?
Yeah.
It happened.
He did like it was a weird like podcast he did, and it was like, he said, it was weird at first because he grew up a Red, but like now he's just a Blue. I was like,
is that the same one where he's like at Anfield and he said he couldn't concentrate?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Half an hour, yeah.
He couldn't concentrate.
Yeah, like
he was
like
now like Aaron Ramsdale?
He was like overwhelmed with like playing.
Overwhelmed with like walk on and stuff like that. Yeah.
Get him sold.
He's gonna bomb us. In fact, yeah, we should just bin him off before he bins us off.
Oh, that's really upsetting, actually.
It's horrible, isn't it? It's been on my mind so much.
Friday afternoon chat. Oh my god.
Do you know what? I am prepared to probably eat humble pie over James Garner because I always said he wouldn't make a great midfielder. He'll make a phenomenal right back, but will never make a great midfielder because he's not got any attributes that sort of stand out. He's just like kind of quite good at everything. But I could be wrong on that, so I'm prepared to roll back on that and say, do you know what? In the right setup, I think he could be like an outstanding midfielder. So there's mine on James Garner. Sam?
Oh, I mean, I've got loads of these.
For dessert every single night.
Yeah, I persisted with the fact that James Vaughan was going to be the next big thing for long after that was tenable.
Oh, man, he should have been, shouldn't he?
Shouldn't he?
Should have been.
Didn't he just have everything? And you saw it, and it was almost like Rooney-esque. Like
he was.
Like, he got everything. He must be the next big thing, surely.
Yeah.
And it just, but yeah, I did persist with that long after it was just clear it wasn't going to be the case.
I think I gave up on that with that foot injury at Bolton.
Mm.
I think that was when I thought, yeah, this lad's cursed.
It was all different injuries as well, wasn't it? It wasn't even the same thing.
Yeah, he was so good though.
Mm.
He got a good career though, so that's good. At least he didn't have to hang up his boots at like 23.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was such a shame because he had everything. Like you say, he was fast, he could finish, he was aggressive, he was just like everything there. But unfortunately, he just had loads of injuries.
Mm.
But yeah, I sort of did that with Stuart Barlow. Weirdly, he was going to make the England squad. Never quite happened. Still time, maybe. I don't know. Connor?
The one that immediately come to mind was saying Yelovich was better than Suarez when we were in school. He was. But I don't think I like held my hands up on that one until Suarez won the Champions League with Barca. I still think Harry Kane shite as well. And Gareth, I would say Gareth Bale was always shite until that Champions League final against the Reds. I was like, he can't be any good if Phil Neville pockets him every fucking time he plays Spurs. And then he did that performance against the Reds. I was like, yeah, actually, he's all right, isn't he? Even when he ran out of bounds, he's like run off the pitch against Barca in like the Copa del Rey or something. I was like, oh, it's the best goal I've ever seen. I'm like, well, it shouldn't really count, should it? Really, he's run off the pitch.
Mm.
I was deeply like entrenched in Gareth Bale shite, Harry Kane shite, and Yelich was better than Suarez. All wrong, but yeah,
fair play. You clung on to it for a long time.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Don't back down, double down, Laura.
Probably Garner Gay is my one. Like, it's obvious when he's missing for Everton how important he actually is.
Yeah, I completely disagree with this.
And then obviously when he left us for PSG, and then we replaced him with himself. But I just think for what is he, 36 now, and he just put so many of us to shame. Brilliant little footballer. There's probably loads down the years, same as Connor, like where growing up it was always like, no, none of the
Liverpool players will get in the Everton team.
Yeah, it's like if you did a joint like starting 11 with the Everton and Liverpool teams, which Liverpool players are, I'd be like, fucking none of them. And I'd still say that now.
Exactly. This is why I've never taken up fancy football, because I just can't put them in.
I know, like this, I think, like when I play fantasy football, people would say to me, "You're not putting Liverpool players in." And I'm like, "No, why would I do that?"
I'm in a league.
Well, you might lose. Well, I don't care.
I'm in a league where you get kicked out if you've got any Liverpool players in.
Oh, no Copite Mings.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, that's the one. See, I'd even extend it to like particularly odious United players and stuff like that, though.
Yeah, you couldn't have Bruno Fernandes.
I basically take anyone that doesn't play for Everton and half the players that do. So I'm really going to be crap at fancy league.
Yeah.
Laura Garner has just sort of led us nicely onto this question from the Denby. Have you ever regretted posting something on social media? So, God, yeah, a lot. But one that immediately sprung to mind was last week. So with Idrissa Gana Gueye, I don't think he should be anywhere near starting for us now. Not at all. I think he wanders around the pitch too much. James Garner's worse when he's in the midfield, and he shouldn't be there next season. So I don't think he should be starting. I kind of blamed him for Tonali's volley.
Yeah.
Wrongly. I'll eat humble pie on this because he was quite far away, and there were other players who could have closed him down. But I said he should have closed him down there. And the pylon I got on Twitter was like, "Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. You're an idiot." And I doubled down on it. But I mean, it was wrong. He was probably a bit too far away. It probably was a bit harsh. But it's just one of those where you think, you know what? I just wish I hadn't pulled at that thread, because there's still a lot of Garner Gueye fans. I've got nothing against him other than the fact that he shouldn't be starting for us, I don't think. But
yeah.
That's probably mine.
I'm not doubling down on myself now, but I agree with it now. But I think like a few years ago, I was very much like, can't stand him. He's not good enough. Blah, blah, blah. But he has been a great player for Everton.
He's been a rare player who comes back and does well.
Yeah. Stephen Pienaar, though.
Oh, he's the best one. He's the best example. I'd also say Wayne Rooney as well. Contentious, but he was our best player when he was there, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's class.
Yeah. I saw that West Ham goal again the other day. It's like genuinely one of the best I've seen live.
So good.
He scored one in pre-season. That was the best of all.
Yeah, he did.
German side away. He gets played in by like, is it Chris Long?
Chris Long.
It's like
There's a name.
one of the young strikers plays him in, and he just taps into far post. But it's like an unbelievable move from Everton. Not to go off on a tangent, but it's an unbelievable move. It's like, fucking hell, we're playing some good football here. We've got that horrible.
You've been sucked in by the pre-season.
We've got that horrible the grey and blue top.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That reminds me of Rooney. That one.
Yeah.
No, it actually reminds me of Redacted.
Yeah. Anyway, he scores a belted goal against, oh God, it would have been some German side anyway. We got beat like 3-1, but it's a great goal.
Good clean all round.
Yeah.
Any regrets on social media then?
Plenty. Absolutely fucking loads.
Where to begin?
I've actually deleted Twitter off my phone, and I'd not been on it in weeks until about half an hour before we press record on this to look at the questions. Oh shit, yeah, they get sent in on Twitter. It's just too toxic, isn't it? Like, I could post that the sky is blue, and some fat fella's going to reply and go, no, it's not, it's yellow.
Yeah.
Like, it just, no matter what I say, people read something entirely different, and it's not even like controversial stuff at times. And it's just like, oh, do you know what? I can't be arsed. Just can't be arsed with it. It's just...
Yeah, I do just find like the news cycle at the minute is very, very depressing.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's quite difficult to just see. I mean, Donald Trump is still the funniest man on the planet, by the way. The Japanese comment the other day.
Oh,
I haven't seen
all about a surprise. But,
yeah.
I'm living in this bubble now. I don't know what's going on.
But it's just everything's just depressing. Yeah, Connor.
I'm trying to think of like a football like take where I've posted and like gone, that was wrong. Then I've had to hold my hands up.
What about the pint in the new stadium?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I regret posting that. Fucking
Do you remember
hell.
the XL bully posted?
So we went the women's derby, the women's
United.
United game at the Hill Echo, and just did like isn't it nice to have a pint in the stands? Like,
And the pint was like,
it was half about drinking it, but just like that'd be nice. Like, just post that. Like, it'll be like 10 people like it. It'll get like 300 views, and it'll fuck off, and I will go back to something else. Ended up like 7 million views. Fellas from America were like quote tweeting it, going, "Hang on, you can't have a drink in your seat when you're watching the game." I'm having to explain why we can, but we can't. Like, someone sent me like a video someone had made on Instagram about it, like being like, your tweet's been used as like an Instagram video. And I was like, can't be arsed. This is and Liam, obviously being Liam, wouldn't let it go for like 3 months.
No.
Every time we saw Liam, I've seen that hand.
He kept doing the Simpsons. I have had enough of the jokes about my big hand bit, and I'm just like, I love you, but I'm gonna fucking kill you.
He's definitely going to bring it up again when you see him
next time
tomorrow.
I see him,
You'll see him tomorrow, and he'll be like, "How's your hand?"
Yeah.
I had similar though with the XL bully thing. Do you remember that? Do you remember?
Yeah.
You know when like the ban came in for like XL bullies, and they have to wear muzzles now and all that. And this woman had posted on TikTok her fella walking around with a muzzle on.
It was like an identical muzzle the dog was wearing.
Yeah, so him and the dog were going out wearing these identical muzzles. Like, if he's got to wear one, then I'm
In solidarity with the dog.
like, literally. So I did my
Screenshot it, yeah.
and was like, I don't even know what I put, but it got out like it.
It was in the
Bro, quarantine.
It was like all over like news articles, wasn't it, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then next minute, the woman, obviously embarrassed, has then started like threatening me over messages. And then, this is how I've just remembered it, is because of the Denby. Started messaging the Denby to be like, one of your members of staff
Jesus
has been posting about me online. And I was like, hang on a minute. One, you posted a public video that had thousands of views and likes millions of views anyway. I've just screenshotted it from a public platform and gone, that's funny. And then I've just like been in the middle of all this.
The best part about that was
terrible that they thought I was a fucking staff member.
The girl who posted was a solicitor and was like, I will sue you for it. There'll be legal action. We all looked into it, and she was like a family solicitor. Like, divorce. That was it. It was like,
it just went so. Yeah. I was like, what is going on?
Basically, she was gutted that she'd been kink shamed and she wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
That's what this is about.
I remember
This
it
guy
being,
got a lead in the house that he gets walked around on as well.
I remember it being in the star in the mirror on
Yeah.
the internet, like a screenshot of your tweet, and like XL Bully owners mocked and like a furious and like,
Ooh.
I did get some pushback on the compo face for this builder story.
Oh, really?
When Dave posted the original article,
because
there
you
was a
were
picture of me and
fucking
Louise on the roof.
you look like you're buzzing like you've been ripped off.
Well, yeah, because I said this picture and I thought, okay, this is just going to be in the editorial with like a caption. Oh, everything was going so well. They were happy at this point, blah, blah, blah. It's the lead picture. So I had to quickly leg it up to the unfinished bathroom and take like a proper compo face picture. So yeah, did that one as well. Sam?
Oh, I suppose mine's always going to be when Andrew Doyle, the comedian, threatened to sue me because I said his show was just going to be him saying slurs while masturbating, and and he got into my DMs on Facebook and and so I just kept posting his threats of legal action in the thread. I'm like, all right, I'll defend it on grounds of it being a joke. So let me know if your lawyers think that's actionable. And I just never heard from him again. But yeah, he was big mad at me for that.
That's amazing.
And it was like the you know that those few days between Christmas and New Year when there's loads of football on and you just vegging out. And I'm like, I can't believe this is what you're doing with your life.
Go and enjoy a leftover turkey bomb.
Yeah, but we all know so many people who just live on social media just for the aggro and stuff. Like, just grow up and then touch the
It's
grass.
just funny how litigious people get really quickly without actually thinking about it. It's just
yeah. Especially if his whole thing is like free speech union.
Yeah,
that's the worst for it.
They like to use the word defamation, but don't understand what defamation actually stands for.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, defamation is actually really hard to prosecute.
Yeah, very hard.
And I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and they're like, "Yeah, you can get away with calling someone a nonce because it's actually not a real like defined.
It's not a medical term."
It's like people are like, "Oh, you called me that. Like, I'm gonna sue you for defamation." Like, well, actually, if you look into it and do 10 seconds of Google, you can't. So best of luck.
Didn't Joey Barton get sued for calling Jeremy Vine a nonce, though? A bike nonce?
Yeah, but it was.
Yeah, there was something else in that.
I mean, it's Joey Barton, so it's fine, obviously.
Yeah, it is fine.
I think he wanted him to be like knocked off his bike and like posted like.
Oh, okay. So
it became like defamation and assault, basically.
Okay, yeah.
It doesn't sound like
Joey Barton having the worst day ever last week, wasn't it?
That was fantastic.
Awesome. Yeah. Brilliant. That's up there with fancy stuff. So a couple of answers to this. Dave said when people started to go, Dave, I never had them down as an anti-vaxxer. When people started wearing face masks in the early days of COVID, I posted something about them being virtue signalers and humble braggers. 250,000 dead later, that seemed very regrettable. Fair enough. And John just simply said at Beefy Botham. We all know what that's about. We don't need to call it that thread for want of a better expression. Ian,
I saw about that was somebody just tweeted out the Bothams posting the Bothams Willie, and I thought that was hilarious.
That's incredible.
It's still the best tweet I've ever seen. We peaked really early.
That's unreal. Ian, when was the last time you slept in and missed something important? It's genuinely not something I've ever done. Sam, have you?
Oh, I did this at work. I was meant to be going in early at work to help in the kitchen before I clocked on properly. And I just woke up 2 hours, like I'd fallen asleep at like 20 to 6 and woke up 2 hours later in front of a large coffee. And there's no getting out of this. I've just screwed up. I fucked it, lads. I'm sorry. I can't even like proffer an excuse here. Just woke up in front of a coffee. Yeah.
Connor?
I've got two that come to mind. A few weeks after I'd started my job that I've somehow still got, after all these years, we went to America on holiday, and like I thought I'd booked the day off when we were flying back, and I hadn't, and I went home and like slept basically the jet lag off, and they were like messaging me and ringing me like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "Oh, sorry, I was asleep," and completely like just missed a day of work, and they were understanding in the end, but it was like, "Oh, fuck's sake." And then the other one I think of was when I was younger. I had an interview for a school, a private school, and I missed that day. I just slept through like the early morning start and just didn't go. So I didn't go to the school in the end.
That was not a bad thing.
No. I look back on it now. It wasn't a bad thing.
No, absolutely not.
Why were you going to practice?
I've told you this. I was going to go to Merchant Taylors to play cricket because I was a decent cricket player back when I was younger, and then like slept through like the interview day, and I was like, yeah, maybe wasn't that bad of a thing in the end. And they wouldn't let me play anyway because they were all fucking snobs, so it was fine.
Exactly. You probably would have just got done for assaulting someone with a cricket bat at some point. Yeah. Laura?
Have I slept in and missed anything important? Have I?
Or just general tales of tardiness?
I kind of similar to Connor with the jet lag. And we had a school trip. So I was in primary school, and you know, like in Chester, you can go around Chester dressed up as Romans. School trip. I was really looking forward to that. And I just slept through because the jet lag, and I woke up at like 3:00 and was like, said to my mum and dad, like, oh, I'm ready to go to that school trip now. And mum was like, well, you're too late. You've missed it. So still to this day, I've never done that Romans tour around Chester. And when I see people doing it now, I'm like, I really fucking missed out there.
Sleep.
I was hard.
Summer's coming. We could have a gladiator day out in Chester. I'm game.
Should we have a gladiator day out in Chester and then go out just drinking pints?
Yeah, basically, yeah. Just go on a piss up Chester gladiators because they love that in Chester. And yeah, you could probably just get a crowd. You could probably just get a crowd of people to follow you while you give the most bullshit tour of the Roman bits of Chester.
Yeah, the walls and the amphitheatre and all that good stuff.
That was nice.
And here's Rosie's, which has been here since Roman times. I can confirm.
Which has, sorry?
Rosie's.
Rosie's. Jesus.
Oh, yes. Fucking right. That's the most ancient Roman.
Never, ever had a good night in there. Jesus wept.
I don't think anyone has, but everyone's
very interesting place.
Yeah. 3 floors of nothingness. Right, let's finish on the hot topic. What's the weirdest football sponsorship you've ever seen? Obviously, this is on the back of Everton getting a Heinz sponsor, which actually would look quite nice on the front of the kit.
In just white.
But yeah, what's the weirdest sponsor you've seen?
This is cricket one actually, but it's still in the ballpark. Up at Southport, there's a cricket team, a sort of a local cricket team, who got sponsored by a local sex shop called Nice and Naughty. But what they hadn't considered is that they had an under-12s.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it was just like, guys.
The safeguarding officer's been sacked.
There's been no oversight there.
I think it's quite fun as well for the adult team to be sponsored by the sex shop, because it used to be, as you'd go in on the train, it was literally the first shop you'd see as well.
That's a good sponsorship deal, then, isn't it? Really,
it really is a great sponsorship deal. Everyone who's seen it just drifts into Southport Station, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm familiar with this. This is supporting local sportsmanship." But they really did need a different sponsor for their literal children.
Yeah, maybe not a club-wide sponsor. That's just made me think of Climax scaffolding that always used to be at Huddersfield. So not so long ago, so they're still going, I think, because a few years ago, I was coming back from London, went through Edge Hill, and they've got a sign about getting off at Edge Hill. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was absolutely incredible. It was just like, it was
like
brilliant.
Why get off at Edge Hill when you could climax it?
Yes, exactly. It was something like that, which was just like very niche and very local, but outstanding. Yeah.
That reminds me of Willy Wiper along the
Dock Road.
Is that to Birkenhead?
No, it's along the
Okay.
dock road in Liverpool.
It's past the
That's
ball.
where it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
and
coming back
I
with
always
tomorrow,
used to drive past after work, and it just like willy wiper, and I'd be like, hee hee.
Weird sponsorship, Laura.
What was this? Sorry,
Weirdest football sponsorship.
Venky's.
Venky's chicken.
Who remembers chicken? Didn't they have like chickens on the pitch at one point?
They were protesting the chicken run against Wigan,
That was
and Yakubu had to fish out the back of the net, and they got beat 1-0.
I just think that's like that doesn't happen anymore, does it? Bring that.
I've got that photo like 3 phones ago of Yakubu just holding this chicken with like a Venky's like.
They had like a thing on it. Yeah, how
Yeah.
cute. There's obviously like the Burger King one as well. Was that Getafe?
Yeah, that's the real one.
No, I know, but like
So Dan said that, yeah, the Burger King kit, the taffy wall, where you pull it up over your head, and it's got the Burger King on the inside.
I think from like a ethical standpoint, things like kick and steak are just like
Yeah, pretty great.
Just a bit, you know.
Nice one, Everton.
Yeah, I also think it's a bit weird that we just don't allow alcohol sponsors. Like, what was wrong with Chang and Chang Soda for the kids? Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, why does it have to be a thing? But they can allow betting sponsors like that are dodgy as fuck. I don't know. It's a whole minefield.
Thankfully, that's coming to an end now, so we won't have any more of that shite.
Yeah.
2, 1 Angry Birds. Like that was it. Just
I thought that was class.
So I thought it was class, but I always remember sitting at Goodison, and every time half time started, like the video would play, and the first it was so loud. It's like there's like birds squawking. It was so loud.
That was just Phil Neville.
The other one that I always find weird and everyone buzzes off is the Atletico Madrid Columbia Pictures one. So
I hate that.
So the Spider-Man one like looks so crap. They got is a Gladiator as well. And I'm just like, I understand why people like it, but I think it's a bit shit. And also when they were sponsored by Marbella. It's on some mega kits, but it ruins some of like the 90s kits. So it's just Marbella and big writing.
Yeah. I thought, see, weirdly, that works when it's Whirl on a Tranby shirt.
Yeah, doesn't it? I always like that one.
Yeah.
That weirdly.
Go the Whirl.
I think go the Whirl. I think my ones are West Brom's no smoking logo in like the mid 80s, which was bad. So just the West Brom kit, like obviously navy and white stripes with the red no smoking logo just in the middle of the kit. And so I did an article on this years ago, so I've got quite a few that I remember. But Scarborough sponsored by Black Death vodka.
Just
quite nice on the front of the shirt. It was a bit mad.
Weirdly, Motherwell once sponsored by Motorola, and it's weird in the sense that it's such like a high-profile place for Motherwell. Yeah,
Do you think it was just the first 3 letters they went with it?
They've just re-released that kit as well. That's why I saw it earlier. Like they've just redone it, and what makes it even worse is the kit maker is Pony. And I always relate them to West Ham. So seeing it on a different kit was weird, and I was like, such a mad like time.
Yeah, but just a mad sponsorship is Partick Thistle with Kingsley the mascot.
Yeah,
not quite a sponsorship, but Kingsley's fucking terrifying.
I like those ones that have like the like sort of relating to like washing machines and like white goods and things like that, and they have like the mascot races at half time where a fridge is like racing a fucking dishwasher.
That was West Brom as well. When the boiler at West Brom.
The boiler. But just on that, then finally, Candy can fuck off, and I'll never buy a Candy appliance ever.
No.
Just because. Even the factory in Brom didn't they?
Or Crown Paint.
Crown Paint.
Yeah, or Crown Paint. Screw Hitachi. Forget that. As for Carlsberg, don't even mention it. Right. Sorry. Finally, with this, Dave P. Got the final word. A reminder that Hafnia were a tinned ham company based in New Brighton as well. We won the league with lunch and meat on our shirts, but it looked dead good.
Exactly. It's the thing now. Like we're in that silly season of like, what's it called? The mock-up kits.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know.
I really cannot cope with them.
And
concept kits. Concept giving it a little bit too much of a grand term.
There's some absolutely dreadful ones on Facebook at the minute, and they're all like putting the Toyota branding on it because of the Friedkins link, and it's like, let's just pack it in. Pack it in, all of you. And they're all like, it's all like Everton Dars using like AI to make like kits. Like, wouldn't this look good? And it's like,
and it's always like, don't know why you're not designing the kit, lads. You do better than the actual kit designers.
Oh,
the comments
Every
below.
time.
Go-
Every time.
go Belladidas again, lads.
Get the what are those weird twins doing? Are they still knocking?
Oh my god!
Don't we run an hour and 15 minutes here, and we've got I don't think we need another hour
Right.
on there.
We won't pull up the thread of the Twitter twins who love the fat badge, but anyone who was there in the golden age of Twitter will know who they were. Right, that's it. That's I've heard they are like they've got a big legal team, so we won't go any further with that. That has been this week's mailbag. That's it. Nice one, Sam. Cheers, Connor. Cheers, Laura. Thanks to everyone who sent questions in, and thanks for listening and watching. That's been it for mailbag. We'll catch you next